See shortly, or be right back after the break. Resume shortly.
Yeah, not after the break. Resume shortly. It's both on YouTube.
Yes, see.
Who's got my food? Is that mine there?
Your phone.
Food. I see one on the bag there. Is that mine?
I don't know.
Remember, I gave you his
Okay.
thing was down, the volume was down. Yes, I gave you. And I said that's for JR, remember?
Me?
Yes, I gave you the sandwich. You said it was given for JR.
Oh. Ish.
So is the sound okay there?
Yeah, I think it's that one. Yes.
This one?
Yeah.
Midnight, here we come.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Disaster like last time. Camera number 4. Scratch camera. Sound is off. Sound is on.
No. I know the person. I know the person. We are already live. We are already live. Okay. When you check it, when you check, is the sound audible on the phone?
There's no sound until they start talking on the mic.
But you normally hear it, you know that, oh.
It's only connected to the mic.
Oh, okay. Some must come with blankets.
And blow up mattresses.
Yeah, because no, this. How is that not the mayor yet? Who's that now? Ish. Camera number 1. People really want to see what's gonna happen. And 34 already in.
Let's go and delete these ones.
Okay. Video offline.
Demand. It is okay.
Just 5-10 minutes. Because that's the most important.
Edit. Not this one. Hey, sometimes having a small laptop is a disadvantage. You cover some of the important stuff.
If you come back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna cross with the iPhone 14.
From Samsung.
Yeah. I've been resisting, but the 14. Actually, I've been waiting for the 14 for a very long time.
So what does want to edit? When I'm gonna edit video.
Yeah, I was just deleting the ones that it created.
Are we still live or
Yeah, we are
Yes, this is Mr.
on both or
on both.
I saw you deleting the video?
It's those videos that he was going live and switching off.
We're very careful.
And that was
Yeah.
this clip on it.
It's
It's 10 p.m. so it should be.
Hello? Yes, sir. The what? What's happening with the volume? Is it loud? Oh, so they can hear our voice.
Ah,
So they can hear our voice. Okay. So they can hear our voice. How do they hear our voice?
Section where you edit.
Councillors, will you please settle down? Thank you. David Brandt. Councillor van Wyk. Thank you, councillors. We're going to start now. Thank you. We are back in normal council. Can I just have the volume increased here? It's too low. Thank you. Councillors, please settle down. Thank you. We are back in the house. Thank you. Secretary.
Item 37, update on the review of the recruitment and appointment of the Secretary to Council.
Councillors, these were the reports. Councillor Dami, would you take your seat, please? Thank you. These were the reports discussed in closed council. The first one is item 37. The secretary has read it out. And it's for information. Is it noted? Thank you.
Item 38, investigation into alleged non-compliance and or misconduct by HOD Public Safety in the procurement of handheld devices and CCTV cameras in the Public Safety Department.
Councillors, this is on page 2 and it continues on page 3. Is the recommendations agreed to? Thank you.
Item 39, a request for extension on investigation into acts of misconduct by the group head legal and contracts.
Councillors, the recommendations are on page 2. Is the recommendations agreed to? Thank you. Councillors, we're now dealing with motions. Councillor Knott.
Thanks, Speaker. Earlier, we dealt with item 33. The uploaded, or the document is uploaded as amended and agreed in that item. So can we possibly go to that item before we go to motions?
Item 33, you remember, was supposed to be loaded. It has been loaded now. Secretary, will you just read out the item, please?
Item 33, appointment, update and acting arrangements for senior manager, section 54 and 56.
It's uploaded. It has been sent to you. Councillors, is the item agreed to? Thank you. Thank you, MMC, for the reminder. Councillor Niemand, you had your hand up.
Yes, thank you, Speaker. May I respectfully ask for a short caucus break before we start on motions? Please, Speaker.
Councillor Niemand, what is short? Councillor Niemand, what is short?
10 minutes, 10 minutes.
20 minutes should be enough, Speaker.
10 minutes, short caucus break. 20.
2 minutes.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Councillor Niemand.
Mashava, sinamulele mashava, sinamulele mashava, sinamulele mashava, sinamulele mashava, sinamulele mashava, sinamulele.
sape silamulelet. Safa, safa, safa sapela. Silamulele, 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 talo silamulele.
So one up.
Thank you, councillors. Please take your seats. Councillors, will you settle down, please? Thank you, Secretary. Councillors, can I ask that person that's got his microphone on, please, to switch it off? We will wait for you, whoever you are. Can I please ask councillors just to lift up their mics in the air? Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Motions. First motion, a safe space room within council chamber precinct.
Councillor Homer.
Good evening. Thank you, Speaker. Before I start with my submission on this motion, I did submit an amendment to you earlier this evening. I just want to find out if you'd received that.
I have received it.
Okay. I, Councillor Chloe Homer, propose the following motion in terms of Rule 89.2 of the Standing Rules and Orders of Council. Noting that, A, the stereotype of a woman as a primary caregiver is still very much a lens that we like to see women through. There's also a trope that gets rolled out about career women, that if a woman doesn't have children, she sacrificed motherhood for her career. Having recently acknowledged World Breastfeeding Awareness Week, we owe it to the working mothers around us to make this a safe space. B, in the year 2022, we cannot shy away from important discussions around empowering women in the workplace. A career woman can in fact be a mother as well as equally successful at both. While motherhood in the political space can be an obstacle to continuously navigate treacherously through. C, women must be at the forefront of change in how we engage with our workplace as working mothers, based solely on the implementation of feeding rooms that in turn create safe spaces for career mothers. Women would be a beacon of strength and powerful enough to break the glass ceiling with a conducive working environment, alleviating the stress and anxiety of not being home with family, but bringing the family to work in meaningful ways. In psychology, we understand that bonding is an important human instinct that gives babies a sense of security and self-esteem. Bonding also helps parents feel connected to their newest family member. We must create these safe spaces for a mother to bond with her child while still contributing to the business of council in the city of Johannesburg. And believing that a safe space for mothers and women to still engage in the work of council is a necessity. A room should be breastfeeding and soothing friendly. C, this room should have all the council capabilities. Plug points, a desk to work on, personal access card, fingerprint access, ability to request water, raise points of order, a fully integrated system which allows for voting to be cast and speeches to be made, as well as aircon. And D, a space to change a baby as well as feed, as well as space for a pram to create a conducive environment for being a career woman. E, a hybrid council system within the council precinct which allows for mothers to fully participate in council while being present with their baby, continues to promote a healthy mother and child relationship. It is therefore recommended to this council to carry out a feasibility study within 90 days and report back to council with the aim of including implementation within the next budget cycle. I thank you.
Councillors, is the amendment supported? Councillors, is the motion in its totality agreed to? Thank you very much, councillors.
Motion number 2, partnering with the public to tackle littering and illegal dumping to encourage recycling.
Councillor Peterson.
Thank you, Speaker. All protocol observed. I present to Council today a motion for partnering with the public to tackle littering, illegal dumping, and to encourage recycling. Councillor Nuren from the DA proposed the following motion in terms of Rule 89.2 of the Standing Rules and Orders of Council. Noting that Johannesburg has been laid to waste by the extraordinary levels of littering and illegal dumping. The official landfill sites are reaching their capacity and it looks like we will have to start using new sites in the immediate future. In the past, we were surrounded by mine dumps. Now we are surrounded by waste dumps. Each one of us can bring to mind a street corner on which a refuse or shopping bag filled with domestic waste has been ripped apart by a dog looking for their next meal. Once litter accumulates, it invites more litter. The human condition somehow causes us to believe that littering is socially acceptable in a street or park that is already dirty. Studies have shown that the reverse is also true. The cleaner the street or park is, the less likely people are to litter. The more street sweepers or cleaning shifts the city employs, the worse the problem gets. Why is this? Studies suggest that it is human nature. When a majority of people believe that others will clean up after them, their sense of responsibility for the environment fades. Someone else will clean up after me. The city has increased the shifts of the city from 2 to 3, and the problem appears to have gotten worse. We are part of the problem. The city is giving credence to the commonly held belief that litter creates jobs. For every street sweeper job we create, several jobs in business, tourism, parks, education, and maintenance are lost. We need to get the public on our side. For the sake of living in a clean environment, for the sake of a sustainable waste policy, for the sake of our economy, and for the sake of our own self-esteem, believing that A, a cleaner city will encourage tourism and business opportunities, B, a cleaner city will increase investment in properties, C, a cleaner city will result in more jobs in the tourism and business sector, D, we need to get the public on our side to become our partners in the fight against litter and illegal dumping. E, an increase in penalties will not fix the problem. And F, we need to get into the hearts and minds of our citizens, awakening a sense of responsibility to keep our city, the city of Johannesburg, clean. It is therefore recommended to this council to urgently focus the current marketing campaign on 1, dissuading residents from littering and encouraging them to recycle. 3, how different waste must be disposed of appropriately. And 4, how waste must not be disposed of. For example, that is in parks, on city power property, stormwater drains, etc. This media campaign must run on all available fora, including television, radio, social media, print media, and billboards. The seconder is Councillor Carlos de Rocha. Thank you.
There is an amendment a proposal of amendment, and that is from Councillor Danja.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Speaker, we are proposing an amendment on the recommendation of this motion. The notice of amendment of the motion proposed by Councillor Nuren Peterson of the DA and seconded by Councillor Carlos de Rocha of the DA. We are hereby, I, Councillor Danjwa, hereby propose that the recommendations of this motion...
Councillor Danja, before you speak on that, you've got agreement with Councillor Nuren.
Yes, we did.
Can
amended by adding...
1 minute, Councillor. Can Councillor Nuren just confirm? Please switch off your mic, Councillor Danja.
That's correct, Speaker. Thank you.
Okay, so you've got, I think you should have read it out, Councillor, and made us aware of it. Can you speak to the amendment?
The amendment, Speaker, I, Councillor Danjwa of the EFF, hereby propose that the recommendations of this motion be amended by adding recommendation 5 and 6, which is recommendation 5. The City of Johannesburg to provide awareness and support to residents who are doing recycling, and awareness should take place inside the city's garden sites. Recommendation number 6, the COJ to provide a recycling space to all residents who are doing recycling, and the recycling spaces must be inside the city's garden sites. The proposer is Councillor Sean Danja of the EFF, and the seconder is Councillor Klaas Sierrane of the EFF. Thank you.
Councillors, do we agree to the amendment? Councillors, can I then ask that, are we agreeing to the whole motion with the amendment? Thank you very much. Thank you, councillors. Councillors, we're now going to deal with motion, the fourth motion. Fourth motion first, and then the third. Secretary.
Point of order, Speaker. The Speaker. Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, Councillor Peterson is my ward councillor, and it makes me feel pain that he's not receiving a round of applause for this wonderful motion. Please.
Thank you, Councillor.
Motion number 4, recommending executive to conduct feasibility study on the integration of residents from ESCOM to City Power.
Councillors, I'm still on the chair. There is 4 motions. We will deal with 3. We will deal with 3. Councillor Mklina.
I want to beg you, Speaker. Don't do things that will make us say things, ne? Please. We want this meeting to proceed according to the agenda adopted. Can we proceed as such? Oscar hijack. Don't do that to us. Don't abuse us. Can we go to the third motion? Please. Ragopa. Ukatsamaya, head chair of chairs at 10. Please.
Councillors, we've read out the fourth motion. I am still on the chair to deal with it. I'm still on the chair to deal with it. And it has been read out. Councillor Mosetla.
Ke a leboga speaker. Maybe ke slow or ke na le problem ya go kwishisha dino. But make me understand gore ke mang a khopetseng elevation ya motion 4 to be motion 3. Ke mang a go khopetseng? This is not your agenda, it's ours. When you must preside. Ke mang a go khopetseng? Please answer me on that one.
Councillors, to avoid the debate that is going on right now, let's go to motion 3. Please read it out.
Motion number 3, vote of no confidence against the Speaker of Council, Councillor V. Dagama.
Councillor Nkoko. Councillor Nkoko.
Speaker. Choose yourself, Speaker there. Recuse yourself, please.
Councillor Rafferty.
Thank you, Speaker. I thought after the item has been read out, you will recuse yourself because this motion is against you.
I don't have to recuse myself. I don't have to recuse myself. No, I don't have to. I don't have to recuse myself.
Speaker, don't collapse council, please.
Councillor Novella.
Thank you very much, Speaker. I do not want to speak of precedent, but I want to speak about natural law of justice. You can't be a prosecutor and a judge on a case against yourself. So you can't preside today when the motion is against you. It's a natural law of justice. Councillor North, maybe you must have a look at it sometimes when we have time. So, Speaker, before we speak of precedence, because we have had a similar motion against you, this House have asked you to recuse yourself, and you have acceded to that. There's a precedent that have been set. So let's accede to the request that you must recuse yourself. Thank you.
Councillors, this House has never asked me to recuse myself. I did that on my own volition in both motions. And on this one, I'm going to sit in. I am the chair and I am the Speaker of Council.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine,
Thank you
Speaker.
very
Sit.
much. Councillor Nkoko. Councillor Nkoko, please table the motion.
Thank you, Speaker. Before I start, this is exactly one of the reasons why we brought the motion against you, Speaker. Because here you are bullying us. But it's okay, let me proceed with the motion. I raise on behalf of Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania and minority opposition parties to table the motion of vote of no confidence against you, Speaker, Councillor Vasco da Gama, in terms of Rule 94, subsection 1 of the standing rules and the order of the Council. Background. A council meeting was held on the 25th and 27th of May 2022 that resolved that Mr. Molekwa be seconded as acting secretary to the council in the city of Johannesburg on month-to-month basis, effective from 1 June 2022. Due to delays that were experienced with implementations of this resolution, a council seated held on 22 and 23 June 2022 resolved that the acting arrangement of Mr. Gobinga be extended until 9 September 2022 as item 70 on the agenda. On the 15th of July 2022, Speaker issued official communication via the COJ message platform where he welcomed Mr. Mokoena to the city of Johannesburg, citing a resolution in May. The communication is quoted as follows. On 27 May, the council in the city of Johannesburg adopted an item which allowed for the secondment of an acting secretary to the council. Speaker of the council, Councillor Vasco da Gama, is pleased to announce that Madimeja Molekwa has joined the legislative staff in this role. Mr. Molekwa has been acting in that capacity as acting secretary to the council since the communication by the Speaker and has performed official duties assigned to the role despite the council resolution of June 2022. Mr. Gobinga has since returned to his substantive position of Director Finance following this announcement by the Speaker. The Speaker overreached administratively when he went ahead with the appointment of Mr. Molekwa despite the council resolution of 23 June 2022. He also sought to mislead the council at the council meeting held on the 10th and the 15th of August 2022 by affronting Mr. Gobinga as acting secretary to council when in fact Mr. Molekwa had been acting in that capacity from 11 July 2022. When he officially announced the appointment on the COJ message, this was an effort to conceal and rectify his unlawful action. Believing that the Speaker is in breach of his duties and responsibilities as outlined under Rule 18, subsection 6, that states that the Speaker must discharge his responsibility with integrity and in an impartial way. The Speaker also, in contempt of the Council, as indicated in Rule 149, subsection 3C and 149, subsection 3F, which finds a councillor in contempt of the Council by giving evidence to the Council or any of its committees knowing it to be false. A breach of rules, including a breach of the code of the conduct. The code of the conduct states that a councillor must perform the functions of the office in good faith, honesty, and
Councillor, your
transparent
time is
manner.
up.
And
Your time is up.
Okay, let me finish my motion here. Yeah. Perform the function of the office in good faith, honesty, transparent manner, and at all times act in the best interest of the municipality and in such a way that the credibility and the integrity of the municipality are not compromised. It is therefore recommended that a motion of no confidence against the Speaker of the Council, Councillor Vasco da Gama, be passed by Council. That upon passing the motion of no confidence against the Speaker of the Council, Councillor Vasco da Gama, an election of the Speaker of the Council be done in accordance with Section 36 of Local Government Municipal Structures Act 117 of 1998. Read with Section 3 of the Municipal Structure
Councillor. Your
Act
time
in
is
order
up.
to fill the said vacancy.
Councillor,
Thank you.
your time is up. Thanks. Councillors, is the motion agreed to? Thank you, councillors. Thank you. Thank you, councillors. Thank you.
No! 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 No!
Thank you, councillors. So the motion is opposed, and therefore back to the speakers list. You've got a speakers list in front of you. Councillor Mhlongo.
Hi, Speaker. You are just getting your wires crossed. I really don't know. I don't understand, Speaker. But this motion has just come on the right time, so that we can have the Speaker that will preside over Council, not over DA, or just push the agenda of DA. I, Councillor Mhlongo, rise on behalf of the African Independent Congress together with the minority opposition parties to second the motion of vote of no confidence against the Speaker of Council, Councillor Vasco da Gama, as tabled by Councillor Nkonko. I thank you.
Councillor Sitole.
Thokoze Speaker, ake ngilochise indlu yonke ehlezi ngekhaya. Ngijamela ukuphakamisa isihlongozo okanye ukuveza umbono esinawo njengecaucus. Ukuthi esikhathini esindlulileko isihlongozo esifanele siye salethwa endlini ngapha. Siye sajama ngenyawo. Sathi angeke kwenzeke. Kodwa ngombana umuntu nala lakho angeze mazi navuka kusasa uzakuvuka njani. Sindravele sithi musani ukunyaza. Namhlanje sinako ke kuphinde kwaphinda ke lokho. Siwu ACDP njengenhlangano eyaziwako ukuthi ithembele ekukholweni. Sijamelana nje sithi ispeaker esinaso Sizama ngako konke okusemandleni aso okukhambisa uhlelo ngakhabo lakhona. Kodwa kuyazeka ukuthi angeze wathokozisa wonke umuntu. Ngaleyo ndlela sivumeleni nathi ukuthi sisho amagama ukuthi isihlongozo lesi siye sasicabangisisa sacabanga sathi nasiceda ukucabanga safikela umbono wokuthi okwanje akukho kubuyela emuva ngombana emva kude khulu kodwa phambili kuyathembisa. Ngaleyo ndlela ke siu-ACDP sivumeleni sisho ukuthi moya ocwengileko ngiyoza sihola kule ndlela siyikhambakho ngoba siyinhlangano esikholwako ukuthi izinto ezilungileko kumele sikhanjiswe ngelakhabo lakhona. Ngivumele ngilotshise indlu yonke ehlezi ngekhaya
30 seconds, Councillor.
nabo bonke abahlezi ngendlini ukuthi kwamambala ake siboneke ukuthi siyokhamba sifike phi kule ndlela ngoba naso isikhathi sigijima ngesikhulu sivinini. Ake ngithokoze Speaker.
Councillor Arnolds.
Speaker, it's difficult to get up and speak against someone that you've known for almost half your life. Someone that you looked up in the 80s and the 70s, and you know what I'm talking about as a leader. We come a long way. But also it would be wrong if I do not point out what is wrong. We've come to a point, and I thought you would prove us today to be wrong, but you have proven us to be right by not wanting to get out there and allow someone else to preside over this motion. Jy wil jou brood aan al twee kante gebotter hê. En jy wil hê ons moet verbykyk aan die verkeerd. It's difficult at times for a parent to talk to his or her child and reprimand them, but we do it because we love them and we wouldn't want them to go the wrong way. But you have flouted these rules in this term more than ever. You're not a speaker just from the 21st or when we elected you or when those elected you, but you've been a speaker in the previous term as well. And the things that you are doing now, you've never done it before. So I want to say, Speaker, as the AIC and as the minority opposition parties, we don't want to remove you because it's personal, but we're removing you today because you are not good for this council. You are not doing the right things. Jy skryf jou eie rule book. You have rewritten the rule book so many times. You have not been the speaker for any other party but for the DA. I know we have to follow party lines, but as you are sitting there, you are not the speaker of the DA, but you are the speaker that must preside over a council meeting for all of us. And today, we also think back that you have also allowed a secondment where there's no vacancy, a secondment of someone
is up,
that still
Councillor.
needs to go through.
Your time's up. Thank you.
If you want to, I will vote for you as a speaker, whoever you are on that side.
Councillor, your time is up. Thank you.
Gaan kry 'n groter broekie jy. Thank you, Speaker.
Councillor Mthembu.
I said a broekie, nie 'n boertjie. I said a broekie.
Councillor Mthembu. Please switch your mic off, Councillor. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, on this side. I'm not comfortable. Greetings, Speaker, Executive Mayor, Caucus Leader Funzi Ngobeni, and my fellow councillors. We as Action SA would like to note this motion. However, we do not support the vote of no confidence in the Speaker. The fact that we do not support this motion doesn't mean we agree with everything that has occurred in these chambers. We note that the Speaker has allowed the opposition parties to undermine council rules and their unruly behavior for the longest time. We also note that the Speaker has been ineffective in guarding against the abuse of the councillors' privileges and interest by failing to exercise his authority to make sure that we feel safe inside this chamber in the past. However, we cannot hide the fact that the motion is sponsored by the opposition, incognito by their proxies. This might be the beginning of the so-called August wave. We understand that the ANC is on its way out and will use other parties to champion its agenda. Bambe. No political party has lost economic power without a fight. To the multi-party coalition partners, be aware that anyone aligning themselves with the ANC is siding with the dying party. We all saw the decline in local government election, and 2024 is around the corner. Rather align yourself with a political party that is the future of South Africa. Calm down. We would like to believe that every party in the coalition is reliable. We would like to believe that despite our differences, we can all come together and give our residents an honest, functioning, and reliable multi-party government. To achieve this, the multi-party government must stand united. United, we can provide our residents a piece of gold that allows them to invest in and realize all opportunities Joburg has to offer. In closing, happy birthday to the fastest growing political party in South Africa.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Maila. Chairperson Maila.
Mr. Speaker, Your Worship, the Executive Mayor, the Honorable, the Chief Whip of Council, the Honorable, the Leader of the Official Opposition, esteemed members of the Mayoral Committee, the Honorable Chair of Chairs, fellow chairpersons of committees of council, leaders of political parties represented in council, honorable members of council, the people of Johannesburg. The Republic of South Africa is one sovereign democratic state founded on a multiplicity of values.
Councillors, can we allow Councillor
which include regular elections and a multi-party system of democratic government to ensure accountability, responsiveness, and openness. These words are found in the very first section of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, 1996, which is the supreme law of the land. The preamble to the Constitution enjoins us all to heal the divisions of the past and to establish a society based on democratic values, social justice, and fundamental human rights. Importantly, Mr. Speaker, it persuades us to lay the foundations for a democratic and open society in which government is based on the will of the people. Mr. Speaker, it is universally accepted that the word democracy means a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It is defined as a system of government by the whole population or all eligible members of a state or a city, typically through their elected public representatives. The democratic world is agreed that no government shall claim legitimacy unless it is based on the will of the people, freely expressed by the people themselves in an election that is free, fair, transparent, and credible. The people of Johannesburg have spoken. In an election that was indeed free, fair, transparent, and credible on November 1, 2021, they decided that the Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania, otherwise known as the PAC, must get only one seat in a municipal council, 270 seats. When this one seat that the PAC was given by the people of Johannesburg is translated into percentages, it amounts to a humiliating 0.37% of the municipal council. Despite this one seat that the PAC has received from the people of Johannesburg, the PAC does not want to accept the will of the people. Instead, it wants to subvert this democratic outcome by bringing a motion that seeks to remove from office one of the most competent and capable speakers in the history of this council. By so doing, Mr. Speaker, the PAC, assisted by the real sponsors of this motion, is showing the proverbial middle finger to the electorate. But you see, Mr. Speaker, I am not surprised. This is vintage PAC politics. allow me to remind you that the PAC is in fact a splinter group from the African National Congress. The PAC is a product of an inherent inability to accept the will of the people. When it was formed on the 6th of April, 1959 at the Orlando Communal Hall here in Soweto, it was because its leaders at the time had refused to accept the non-racial character of the African National Congress. They rejected the Freedom Charter that was adopted 4 years earlier in 1955 in Kliptown. Today, more than 63 years later, nothing has changed. The PAC of the Honorable Teboho Nkokoi, who sponsored this motion, still continues to reject the will of the people. Instead of doing a political introspection to find out why the people of Johannesburg gave them just one seat in this house, they blame it all on Vasco da Gama. Honorable members, when the people of Johannesburg elected us to come and represent them here, they never asked us to be friends. They knew we didn't have to like one another in order to work together for the greater good. All they expected from us then, as they do now, is to serve them. The people expect from us and demand of us to put our political differences aside. They don't care what colors we wear during our campaigns. I am unflinching in my belief that the people of Johannesburg couldn't be bothered what languages we speak or what skin color we are. They want us to place their service delivery interests at the center of everything we do. In us, they find the undimming hope that their tomorrow will be 1,000 times better than their today. We owe it to the people of Johannesburg to protect them from crime, to defeat the scourge of gender-based violence, to create a safe environment for their children, to resurface their roads, to rebuild their broken infrastructure, to provide them with clean running water, to remove their refuse, to reignite their economy, to fight joblessness, and to light up their streets. Mr. Speaker, the DA rejects this motion. I thank you.
Councillor Nkoko, please close the debate. Councillor Nkoko.
Thank you, Speaker. I'm going to waste my intelligence and my breath responding to people who are informed about the real cause of the real revolutionary struggle for African people, the land dispossession. So, but anyway, if you don't know nothing about white supremacy, you know nothing about colonialism, indeed, you're entitled to say what you're saying. But that one I will reserve for next time. Let me respond to the motion here. 1994 was supposed to bring us the freedom and independence, which was supposed to completely destroy imperialism, colonialism, neocolonialism, apartheid, and an oppression, not to reform apartheid. Yeah, 2021 brought us an arrogant speaker who does not recognize the people of Johannesburg. 2022 brought a city that steals from its residents. How long should we tolerate Councillor Vasco da Gama? How long should we continue paying for the speaker arrogance? How long should we continue to watch the rebirth of apartheid under wolf skin? Enough is enough. Today, let us rise and bring down Councillor Vasco da Gama. He failed this seat of power. In fact, he disrespected this chair which we fought for. Never in the history of Johannesburg have we witnessed the illegal secondment of an acting secretary to the council who has not a single law degree and he's just a psychology graduate, yet he's parachuted from Cape Town. Cape Town. Speaker is sitting next to an Africans and experienced lawyers and advocates, but nothing is done.
Thank you, Councillor.
He does not recognize the female black
Thank you.
excellence,
Your
the
time
Cape
is up,
Town
Councillor.
employee who does not have the
you.
required qualification. Speaker, I think that's unfair. You allow that gentleman,
Your
Councillor,
time
that
is up,
gentleman. What's his name again? Councillor, Councillor Maila.
Your time is
to
up.
talk. We never interrupted. So why should we interrupt? So learn to be fair.
Your time is up,
But it's not in your nature.
Thank you very much. Your time is up, Councillor.
How long, fellow councillors, should we continue watch this daylight robbery by council?
Councillor, your time is up. Thank you. Can you take your seat? Councillor Nkoko, please take your seat. Ke a leboha. Can you switch the mic off, please? Councillors, councillors, the debate is over now. Those that are for the motion, please raise your hands. Can we have a count, please?
Let me then verify these numbers.
Yeah.
Speaker. Speaker. Speaker.
Why is she taking a picture?
Speaker. Speaker.
Thank you, councillors. You can put your hands down. You can put your hands down. Those that are opposing the motion, please raise your hands. Can we have a count on this side? Chief Whip, Mrs. Sister. Legal, are you done? Finish, Mpho. Can I get the first figure? Thank you, councillors. You can put your hands down. Thank you. Thank you, councillors. This is the announcement. Those for the motion, 136. Those against the motion, 132. The total figure, 268.
A one-man party.
Chairs.
A one-man party. A one-man party. A one-man party. A one-man party. Puma. Puma. Puma Vasco. Puma. Puma Vasco. Puma Vasco. councillors. Thank you, councillors. Councillors, can we have order, please? Councillors. Councillors, can we have order, please? Thank you, councillors. Can we have order, please? We have one more item to do, then we can adjourn the meeting. You are next. Councillors, we have one more item, one more motion to go, then we can adjourn the meeting. Can we please have order? Thank you.
Motion number 4, recommending executive to conduct feasibility study on the integration of residents from ESCOM to City Power.
Thank you, Acting Secretary. Can we have the proposer, Councillor Munyai?
Thanks, Chair of Chairs. I would like to take this opportunity to ndilumedise vashumisani vote vane vava the councillors zashu, and also I would like to take this opportunity also to greet our residents, more especially our residents from Soweto. Unfortunately, they've left, but this motion speaks to them. I, Councillor Vengani Munyai, hereby table the following motion in terms of Standing Rule 89(2)(b). Make a recommendation to the executive to conduct a feasibility studies on the integration of our residents from ESCOM to City Power. Noting that the inability of ESCOM to provide stable electricity impact on the quality of life of our residents.
My apologies, I've been alerted that there's an amendment. I trust you are aware. There's an amendment to the motion.
Correct, yeah. No, I did receive the amendment.
Do you agree to the amendment to the motion?
No, I don't agree with the amendment from the motions. I can even quote from the standing rule.
Okay, then you can go back to your original motion. I had to make you aware of that.
Okay, thanks. Should I start or should I just continue where I've just ended? Okay. Noting that the inability of ESCOM to provide stable electricity impact on the quality of life of our residents and the economic sustainability of the businesses operating in Johannesburg or Ajoni as the economic hub of South Africa, Africa Chipembe. The impact of ESCOM rolling blackout in Johannesburg has a significant impact not only on our residents, but on South Africa as whole. Action SA understand that the stable electricity supply to our residents of Johannesburg depend on the proper maintenance of our municipal transmission grid and preventing illegal connection and cable theft. Ever, as ESCOM serve large area of Johannesburg, including part of Soweto, the poor customer service received by our residents remain out of control. Zovachandani. At the council meeting held on the 22 and 23 June 2022, the multi-party government resolved to empower City Power to embark on a public participation process regarding the extension of Kelvin Power Purchase Agreement. The additional electricity source through this agreement will allow City Power to protect residents against more severe impact of ESCOM's rolling blackout. The direct impact of this action, not Action SA, but this action would be stable electricity supply will be provided to the left by City Power. However, residents such as in Soweto.
1 minute left.
1 minute. Heaven. let me just go straight to the resolution. The first one is that we therefore, this council resolved that today the executive must, number one, Chautom, submit a report to council within 100 days to outline the impact of integrating ESCOM customers to city power. The relevant city department, which include the Department of Finance, must compile a report detailing the potential financial scope and the impact of the proposed integration of ESCOM customers to city power. This report must include which area are to be integrated, how many total customers.
Your time is up. Thank you. Councillors, is the motion agreed to? Agreed? Thank you, councillors. We'll now go to our speakers list. Can we debate the motion? We'll have the seconder, Councillor Mashala.
Thank you, Chair of Chairs. All protocol observed. I, Councillor Komuta Mashala, hereby second the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Can we have Councillor Jacobs?
Thank you, Chair of Chairs. All protocol observed. I respectfully withdraw.
Thank you, Councillor. Can we have Susan?
Thank you, Acting Speaker. The motion is supported. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Councillor Munyai, can you close the debate?
Chair of Chair, there is a hand there.
Councillor Mkina?
Thanks, Acting Speaker. I just wanted to inform the House that we did submit our name. From the ANC, it's Councillor Marema.
Before we close the debate, Councillor Marema, are you ready? Please proceed.
No, thank you very much. You see, one of the reasons why the former speaker was taken out is because the former speaker does not familiarize himself with the rules. Rule number 92.3. It says admissibility of motions. And it's sort of a checklist. But if you go quickly to number 3, and I don't understand how legal didn't see this. Because number 3 says, issues raised or a substantial portion of issues raised are not pending before a Section 79 committee. This very same motion that the proposer is bringing to this council, we do not forget so easy. Last year, we can actually take you through and through. I want to save time because we have had a lot. It's time to breathe. But on the hindsight, on a lighter note, the councillor there, you see, this is why Councillor Ngobeni, I always make reference to him, because he's the leader of their caucus, that he should school these new councillors. Copy and paste is a problem. That councillor took this report from Section 79, where we were demanding a report back. Now, he heard us speaking that nice English there in that Section 79 committee meeting, then he wrote a motion. Save that input. Former mayor of the city of Johannesburg, may his soul rest in peace, Councillor Mpho Moerane. I'm sure Councillor MMC's son, when I mention this, something rings the bell. Because this is not a new thing. The city is actually, we are expecting this report at that Section 79. This very same report. Now it's coming in. I mean, really, where are we? But I'm not surprised. You know why? Because the speaker who just left that seat was trying to cut corners. Let me submit by saying, before some people say I am becoming personal, I want to quote Ngugi wa Thiong'o. You see, I'm gonna quote Ngobeni, whether you like it or not. I told you before that Ngugi wa Thiong'o said, write your own story. Never take advice about never taking advice. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Munyai, can you close the debate for us?
Noribuwa, Councillor Marema, if you know very well that I'm a councillor in the township, more especially in Soweto, our councillor from Soweto, they can attend to us. Our councillor from Soweto, they can attend to us that what we are going through in a daily basis on the issue of electricity. Today here, we said that the city must start with the feasibility studies. It's up to you, Councillor Marema, to reject this. But you must know that the community will know that the councillor from Soweto, the councillor from ANC in Soweto is rejecting this motion today. It's up to you today to reject this motion. I can tell you today that Action SA will be visiting all those areas that are in blackout, and then we'll let them that the councillor.
Councillors, can we please allow Councillor Munyai to finish his debate? Is there a point of order, Councillor Novell? Councillor Munyai, can you take your seat? There's a point of order. Councillor Novella.
Thank you very much, Chair. I don't know if I'm audible, Chair. Oh, yes, I am. I just wanted to say to Councillor Munyai that the EFF proposed this motion in the previous term. Ngobeni, being the leader of the executive business and the DA and Mashaba combined, rejected it. So you can't come here and want to pretend like it's something new. We raised this motion, your leadership rejected it.
Councillor Novella, thank you. Councillors, can we have order? Councillors, can we have order? Councillor Munyai? Councillor Munyai, please proceed to close your debate. You have
okay, thanks. By the way,
1 minute,
Action
1
SA
second.
just turned 2 years, so it's up to you, Councillor Novella, to support this or reject this. I hereby close the motion. Thanks.
Thank you, Councillor. Is the motion agreed to? Okay. We'll take it to a vote. Councillors, we'll take it to a vote. Councillor, is there a point of order there? We are going to go into a vote now. You've got your hand up. Thank you. It's down. Can we have the yeses, please? The yeses, please put up your hands.
Batho, EFF pro poor, mara you want our people to be poor.
Thank you. Thank you, yeses. We've got the numbers. please put down your hands. Can we have the noes? Those objecting to the motion, the noes?
Sure.
Thank you, councillors. We have the results. Thank you. The yeses, 135. The noes, 127. Thank you. So the motion is carried. Thank you.
Announcements and closure.
British people, can you respect the new
We are
speaker,
about to
please?
do announcements. Councillors, the last minute to do announcements, please. Can we have your attention? Thank you. Thank you, councillors. We thank you for the long day. Of course, we're in the following day. Thank you for your participation. We shall make further announcements in due course. For now, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Akisa ka kwa. Eh, lona la tshwenya le la le batla go nthusa go